welcome to my video. I'm not the greatest in survival games, but this is Palworld running on Fedora 40 KDE Edition. This is only using Wayland. This is running on the Wayland session, and it works fine. I don't know how else I can show you. The little glitch like that, I don't know if that's part of the game. It does that. It could also be Wayland. But it only started doing that when I started using OBS. It wasn't doing that earlier. But I mean, the game works fine. There's no real big deal. This is the only one I tested out. I'm sure Final Fantasy XIV will work really good because I have tested out Final Fantasy XIV on KDE, on Gen 2 with Wayland, and Arch Linux with Wayland on the KDE 5.27.10. But I'm sure it works just as good as, on KDE 6. And I gotta say, the game works well. I don't know. I find it very playable. This is on our RTX 3060. It's a ASUS dual fan GPU. It's not a dual CSL CPU. It's dual fan. It's a ASUS card. It's white. And it's the GTX 3060. It's running on processor is Ryzen 7 5700X. Actually, both my ASUS computers uses 5700X. Very great CPU, by the way, and it's not too expensive either. I find it works really well for gaming. It's not top of the line, but it's definitely not a sloucher. It works really well, especially when it comes to PC gaming. I consider it works pretty good. Can't grab that resource. Look at all these Pokemons. I want to catch them, but I can't. Let's go, you little owl dude. I know. He's getting angry. Come on, dude. Is it dead? Did it kill it? Or just knocked out? Anyways. I don't really play this game that much. I'm not really a survival game, but I do like this game. I think it's fun. It's just I don't know. I don't know why I don't play it, to be honest. I don't find the game bad. It's glitching a lot, I notice. Will they give me experience points at least? I don't know. I want to catch them, but I don't have any Pokeballs, so I can't really catch them. Well, anyways, no, that's not good. So let's, I also got Discord working, by the way. Let's go to OBS. Oops. Okay. Now I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna install another game and then test that out and see how well that works. Well, so this was the next game I was gonna try, and I just pushed play. This is supposed to be last Epoch. Oh, it's working. All right. Play online. Okay, so it's working, but it's not a full screen. Let's go to settings here, graphics. Where's the full screen here? Borderless. Okay, let's try full screen. Let's try borderless again. There you go. Alright, so mage. So eventually it's not showing these characters, it's supposed to be in the background. But I guess it works. But you see the glitch in there? So Wayland is definitely, I would say it's not really there yet when it comes to gaming. Especially with NVIDIA GPU. It probably works a lot better with AMD or even Intel, but who would use Intel for gaming? But I mean, like AMD, let's just talk about AMD here. NVIDIA, on the other hand, yeah, you see the glitch?
I cannot do that.
I'm in the city here. I'm trying to get out of here.
I cannot do that.
Alright, let's go to here. Can I teleport? This game changed a lot. Like it's been a while I hadn't played it, but wow, this game looks well different. The map looks really confused and weird. Excuse me. Can I? Wow, it's glitching out. Yeah, this is probably a good example of a game not working pretty good. Palworld works almost alright. I don't know why I say Paltalk. It's been a long time I used that messenger program. But anyways, oh, did I die? It's glitching. I keep pushing A to S. The reason why I'm dying is because I keep pushing WASD because I'm used to playing games like that. Like, oh shit, I don't want to do that. And plus, I'm used to playing in AR. Wow. I don't know. This game is definitely not working good. Come on, kill me. I'm glitching out here. Okay, let's install another game here. So, while I have this on pause, I just want to say that the next game that I'm going to be testing out will be Diablo IV, the best ARPG game ever to exist. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the best ARPG game. It's in fact it's not actually the best Diablo game ever made. But I will definitely be testing it out. Yeah, just I will be going into external realm because I don't want to do season. But I'm just installing this game. It's like 90 gigabytes. It'll take about an hour or two, so I'll have to let this video pause until it's done installed, and then I will test out Diablo 4 and see how well it works on Wayland, and then I'll wrap up the video, and that will be the video of me doing some gaming testing on Wayland with KDE 6 on Fedora 40. Also, this is my specs here. So I'm using the AMD Ryzen 7 5700X, and it's at 3.60 gigahertz. That's the base clock. GPU is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060, 8 gigabytes. It's using 48 gigabytes of memory, or something. Yeah, 48 gigabytes of memory. Here's my graphics info. So this is on Wayland. It's using X Wayland. So it's Wayland display server. It's on the X Wayland system, Xorg. It's using KWin Wayland composite. The latest NVIDIA drivers 550.40.07. OpenGL version 4.60. Vulkan. All that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm still waiting on Diablo. It's a big game to install. I want to see how well it works on Fedora with KDE 6, with Wayland, with using the NVIDIA drivers. But I noticed, like, putting my cursor like on console, like, doesn't make that little particle thing that could draw things with it, like it did on other KDE session with Wayland. So they fixed some bugs, I noticed. Anyways, so it's been almost 2 hours now downloading Diablo 4 and having this video on pause for that long. I am 90% downloaded of Diablo 4, and I will show you guys the results on Diablo 4 on Fedora 40 KDE Edition using just Wayland, because it only uses Wayland. There's no other option to use X display server. And I will unpause this video once it's downloaded, and I will play the game in external realm, because I don't want to play season. Season 3 doesn't look that great. And I'll give one thing about Diablo 4. It's a good game. It's a fun game. It's a fun game to play. Like, if you want to play a game just to have fun, just to play a game that's have fun, and just, play for fun, that Diablo's great for that. But playing a competitive, like, I don't think that's the kind of game it is. But I do like playing Diablo games in general. I think Diablo always been a fun ARPG game, and that's what they do. They make a good, fun ARPG game. But it's not like your hardcore Lost Ark or Passive Exile or even Diablo 2 with that matter. But it's still a good game. I like Diablo 3. I was a big fan of Diablo 3. And I think Diablo 4 is pretty much like Diablo 3. Just better graphics, more darker. But it's basically Diablo 3. While I'm waiting here, I just want to add that even though the gaming experience probably not as good as if you'd be using X11 display server, I will say for the desktop environment, or just the desktop itself with Wayland on Fedora 40 with just Wayland, I think it's working a lot better compared to like any other distribution that I tried out with Wayland. And the other distribution that I tried out was basically Ubuntu. Ubuntu actually does a pretty good job with GNOME, with Wayland, so I'll give it that. But it's still not as good, but it is pretty good. I will give them that. But I don't really care for Ubuntu because I don't like Snap, and I don't want to be forced to use Snap. Until Ubuntu stop forcing people to use Snap, then I'll probably say good things about Ubuntu. It's not a bad desktop, and everybody's welcome to use it. And I don't tell people not to use it because I personally don't really care for it. No, it's just a personal problem. I don't like Snap. Others may like Snap. That's fine. That's why we have all these distributions for different state of people's mind and different, just different tastes. Everybody has different tastes. We're all different. But my point is that Fedora 40 with KDE 6 RC2 with Wayland works really great with the desktop. As with gaming, it's probably better to use X server, X display server, X11 display server instead of using Wayland, especially for the NVIDIA users. AMD probably, I would still say X11. I can't talk. X11 display server is probably the best for gaming right now. But if you want to use Wayland just with the desktop, I think with Fedora 40 with KDE, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, some like Steam has not glitched out. Steam actually had, you know how like, you had like that flickering kind of like glitching, like it's fading in and out a lot, like really fast, like flickering. Um, I noticed that Steam client does not do that anymore, but I do notice some other application does this. For one thing, actually Discord is actually pretty good. Discord used to flicker. Now I don't notice it. And personally, I got Discord running, by the way. I had to install the source. I did install the source. I used a script that someone has to install the source to update Discord on Linux. Anyways, until they update it from RPM, then it'll be updated from RPM. But I can use a script when I have to wait. But anyways, where was I going with? Um, Wayland is gonna get better. Okay. Yes, it's not good right now, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was a few years ago. Believe me, Wayland was not usable at all back in the days. Nowadays, I will say Wayland is very much usable, like very much usable, and um, I will say I'm quite impressed with it working pretty good with NVIDIA non-free drivers. As I tested out on Arch Linux and Gentoo on the stable KDE, not KDE 6, but KDE 5.27.10, and the Wayland experience is very bad. Okay, some applications like Shotcut will fade and I'll do that flickering as well. VLC won't play videos, but it will launch the program. But when you start playing videos, it won't work. I think a lot of this to do with video stuff like codecs and FFM player and all this other stuff that I need to figure out with Fedora. But KDE, even KDE on Arch Linux stable with Wayland, I noticed VLC always kind of works really bad like that. OBS sometimes does too, but it's not working at all with the RPM Fusion package. But Flatpak works pretty good, so that's what I use for now until that is fixed. I'm not sure if that's just my personal problem and it works okay with AMD graphics. I don't know. But anyways, I am ranting a lot. I'm just waiting for Diablo to download because this game is 90 gigabytes. It's quite a big game. It's just as big as Final Fantasy 14, which I should have just installed that instead because it is a much better game to play. But I'm going to install Diablo 4 because I like Diablo 4. Anyways, I will pause the video, let this finish up, and then I will demonstrate Diablo 4, and then I will stop this video because I don't want to make it too long because it's almost 20 minutes right now. 20 minutes right now, so and I'm getting tired. And I want to play Final Fantasy 14 on my other computer and continue what I was doing in that game. Yeah, it just sucks because I've been waiting for almost 2 hours, about an hour and a half, I should say, downloading Diablo 4 at 150 megabits per second. Yeah, it takes a while. Okay, finally got Diablo 4 working here. It was rendering the Vulkan shaders, but it was at 99%. I just put skip because I couldn't bear with it. So I'm gonna basically, this is out of the box experience on Wayland KDE 6. So we'll see how it plays here. Okay, it's been a while. I hadn't played since season 2, so let's go to external realm here. This is my season 2 character. I don't care. I don't want to do seasonal content. So, seems to be run pretty good on Diablo. Works really well. Wow. Yeah, this game works really good. Plus my character runs really fast. Wow. Character has it goes faster than a horse. It just seems like it runs really fast. So how do you play a dungeon? I forgot how you play this game. I mean, I know how to play a dungeon. You have to pop these sigils. So is it I? Yeah. So let's pop a sigil. Let's go to map. We'll teleport it. We'll just test out. But Diablo 4 seems to be working really well on this, on Wayland KDE 6. So, not all games are going to work properly, but depends how good the game is coded. It should work fine. Like, oh, dude, it took me in the dungeon. I'm so used to like it not bringing you inside the dungeon, because it looks like you're outside the dungeon. I forgot how to play this. But the game works. The game plays really good. Holy jeez! For the last time I played this game, this is playing really well. I'm just not good at it, but. Wow. My character was weak. Well, anyways, I don't really feel like playing this game, but yeah, this is Diablo 4 on. It played actually pretty good on Wayland, KDE 6, Fedora 40, NVIDIA drivers. Yeah, this plays really well. I will say Diablo 4 plays pretty good, so not every game's gotta work good, but Diablo 4 works pretty good. I just don't really feel like playing this game. I don't know. It plays pretty good. I won't lie. But I just don't feel like playing. So let me just end this video because I don't want to make it too long. Alright. Let me load up OBS. Come on, please. I'll just exit out of here. Alright. Back to OBS. So my conclusion of playing games here. Palworld plays okay. It has a little bit of unstableness, but for the most part it's playable. Last Epoch, not really playable. I'm not sure if this is a Wayland thing or if it's just Last Epoch on Linux in general. And it also uses the Unity engine, so it ain't the best engine. But Diablo 4 works really good, as you may see the little gameplay I done there. I don't want to play games too much, and I know I've been ranting a lot, but can Fedora 40, KDE, Wayland, NVIDIA drivers, non-free, run games? It's a hit or miss. Just like with anything, with Linux gaming. I still recommend the X11 display server for gaming, especially on NVIDIA GPUs or even AMD in general. But it's not that bad. But it could have improvement. But Diablo 4 works pretty good. So if you guys like playing Diablo 4, if anybody's playing that game still, it works good on Linux, even on Wayland. I'll give it that. All right. Cheers.